Ito na nga po ang rematch na inaabangan ng buong bayan live from the Mall of Asia Arena. Ito pong Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. Napakatagal ng panahon ng inantay para makabawi sa kanilang makakatunggali sa gabing ito. Sina Dior Lohorn ang kanilang gustong sandalan at syempre nandiyan pa rin si Teniente L.A. Tenorio sa kanilang muling pagtapat sa mga alas netong Alaska. It is going to be definitely a Super Bowl Sunday dito lang live on IBC. JV Casio will be at the forefront once again kasama sina Calvin Abueva, Alas at Hari muling magtutunggali. Magumarjan po, makakasama natin si Jason Webb on this very special evening for basketball.
You know, it's special because it's an opportunity for us to see yung huli lang na naglaban ng huling championship natin. Did not go the way of Barangay Ginebra, Alaska getting that championship. But you know, para sa laro na to, this is very big. This is a very big game para sa Barangay Ginebra because they need to get back into their winning ways. Para naman sa Alaska, because it's a short tournament, they want to be able to continue their winning ways, that positive feeling coming out of their last victory.
Nung nakaraan, si Macklin at si Dozier ang nagbakbakan, pero dito sa Governor's Cup, iba na ang mga bida para sa magkabilang koponan. Lakas kontra lakas ang inaabangan natin dito, Jason.
Hey, you look at these two imports. These are the two imports that actually live in the paint. Ang gusto nila dito, umatake sa ilalim to get the points at the post. Very, very, very different from the rest of the imports that we've seen this conference. You look at their numbers, both are pretty solid, but then it still makes you wonder, ito ba yung eksakto o are they still able to give enough of what is necessary for their team?
Speaking of giving enough, para dito sa Barangay Ginebra, 2 games ago para sa kanila, actually a couple of Saturdays ago, it was L.A. Tenorio who came out with a career best performance. Pero nung huli nilang laban, ang daming nagtatanong, anyari, Teniente?
Para kay LA, you look at that, 34 points out of 13 field goal attempts. That's actually just a crazy number to have that many points in that little field goal attempts. Pero tingnan mo yun, meron pa siyang 7 rebounds and 7 assists. The next game, he had the same number of rebounds, had more assists, but the problem was, hindi naman pumapasok yung mga tira ni LA. But you know what? As long as he's able to fill in the stats, that's what Barangay Ginebra needs. But of course, now that they're lacking players, they're gonna need some extra points from him for today's game.
Number 7, Sonny Boss. Head coach for the Alaska Aces is Luigi Trillo. Our referees at the ball game are Sherry Pineda, Edwin Aquino, and Big Oliva. With North
magtutunggali Alaska kontra Ginebra, and here are the starters for this particular game. Ang magsisimula para dito sa Alaska Aces, JV Casio, Wendell McInnes, Cyrus Baguio, Sonny Thos, at ang magbabalik na kapitan nilang si Tony De La Cruz. Makakatapat sina Billy Mamaril, L.A. Tenorio, Dior Lohorn, Chris Ellis, and Mark the Spark Kagiwa, the reigning MVP. And the red shirts of Barangay Ginebra winning the tap. Laban ng Sapula-Saputi tayo dito sa loob ng MOA Arena. Ellis misses on that opening drive. Biggest news of the weekend para sa Ginebra, Japet Aguilar out 4 to 6 weeks, Jason.
And that really changes a lot of how this Barangay Ginebra team looks, because with Japet there, makikita natin, they have a big guy that is actually can give you shot blocking, but at the same time has the quickness to allow the rest of the team to still be a team that can run on transition.
Japet Aguilar averages only 19 minutes per game but provides 7 points and 6 rebounds plus that inside presence para dito sa Ginebra. Tignan natin if Mamaril can fill in his shoes and maybe even a little more of Rico Meyerhofer as we go along.
That's going to be necessary for them. Remember, they had their success last year and last conference without Japet Aguilar, so they just have to go back to what brought them success last conference.
De La Cruz takes that leather away. Baguio against Kagiwa. Inilipat pa ni Baguio sa kabilang side to open the scoring dito sa ating second game. Mamaril kontra McInnes. Malayo pa sa ring, iabot muna kay Kagiwa ang bola. Back over to Billy Moms. Ellis, momentarily open. Hesitates, gets it to Lohorn, and that jumper's in.
Dior Lohorn, he's a guy, when you look at his numbers, sabi mo, okay naman not bad. But you still want to get something out of him. Does not give you any assists, does not give you any steals. Shot blocking is average at best.
Baguio tied up by Ellis at the post. 2 free throws parating para dito kay Skyros. How about that tweet that we just showed you guys over at the Sports 5 Center? How do you think in tweet ni Mark Kagiwa from yesterday, we were reading it while we were watching etong San Mig versus Petron. How does that affect Coach Ato Agustin and the rest of the battle plan for Ginebra?
We don't know actually, those are Mark's personal opinions on the matter. Pero hindi naman natin alam kung nagkaroon sila ng pagkakataon para mag-usap ang mga teammates or even the coaching staff. Mark's been there. I mean, he's been under many coaches with Barangay Ginebra, and he's been in winning as well as losing teams. So, he basically knows this team inside out.
Mamarel misses on the follow. De La Cruz gets it out to Casio. Tony De La Cruz back after battling the flu. Lohorn sa kabilang dulo gets the layup.
Many times in this conference, this is going to be the 4th game of DR Lohorn. Many times we have seen him actually do very well in the first quarter.
McInnes blocked by Billy Mamaril. Billy Mams holding his own kontra dun sa force of nature underneath. McInnes na naman, susukatin si Lohorn this time. Picks up the personal on Dior.
I gotta give it to McInnes because pagkatapos yung malaglag, went straight to the play that they ran, and then again a missed assignment on the part of Barangay Ginebra on that back screen.
Wendell McInnes cans that first free throw. Nakita natin ginawa nito kontra sa frontline ng Rainier Shine. Inubos ni McInnes last time around sa fouls. Yung malalaki, yung Extra Rice Incorporated. Bati na rin si Easy Reed. Let's see if he can do the same thing kontra sa Barangay Ginebra.
Now that's what he does. He gets offensive rebounds in bunches.
Kagiwa on the move. Gets it out to Lohorn. Tenorio surveys. Lohorn slides. Tenorio gets it over to Ellis. Here comes a long two. Chris Ellis delivers.
And much better, an adjustment on the part of Chris Ellis. The last time the ball swung over to his side, did not even take a look at the ring and went straight to the basket. But to binasa na yung depensa. Malayo yung depensa. Took the shot from the outside.
Toss. Waiting for that movement from his aces. Hinahanap sana niya si McInnes dun sa ilalim. Lamang na dito ng isa ang Barangay Ginebra. Tenorio with a long one. Couldn't dial it home, but Chris Ellis is there. Couldn't clean it up. And on the next rebound, merong foul. Looks like it's against Mamaril. As we head into the first time out of the contest, 6-5 ang nasa ating tala. After battling each other back in the Commissioner's Cup in what turned out to be a 3-game sweep by Alaska, ito nagpapalitan muna ng job ang magkabilang kupunan dito sa unang pagkikita nila sa Governor's Cup. Ginebra is up by 1, 6-5. Casio gets it over to Thos. Finding De La Cruz. Nice ball fake by Tony. McInnes is there. Put back. Ayaw pa rin. Napulot na lang ni Lohorn yung bola. Tenorio looking to speed things up. LA all the way. Bitin yung kanyang layup. Baguio showing them how it's done.
And Cyrus Baguio taking advantage of transition defense of Barangay Ginebra. Second time that he's gotten all the way for a layup in this game.
Ellis looking for Lohorn, fouled from behind by Thos, which should give etong si Captain an opportunity to come back into this game for the first time.
Look at Cyrus Baguio, he just goes all the way down the gut of the defense, down in the paint, and no one's stopping him all the way there.
While we were showing you that replay, narinig nyo naman yung salubong ng MOA Arena dito kay Calvin Abueva. Tenorio from Kagiwa, 3 to shoot. LA in traffic, overshoots. Hindi tumama sa rings, naputukan sila na 24. kontra Ellis. Dating magkakampi sa PBA D-League. Ngayon magkatunggali na rito. As Casio is being bothered into the backcourt. JV, stop and pop three. Bang!
JV Casio, when he realized that LA went down, the thing is, walang nag-rotate para sa Barangay Ginebra, and JV Casio, you cannot leave this guy open.
Mamarel over to the corner. Kagiwa puts his head down. Buto tayo inabot kay Bueva. McInnes gets it over to Baguio. Cyrus zigzagging his way into the front court, gets it over to the Beast. Abueva recovers, attacking Mamarel. Abueva with a finger roll.
Early timeout earlier by Alaska, really turning things around. They seemed like they hadn't have anything going, wasn't having anything going earlier, but then the defense turned to offense, and all of a sudden they have a 6-point lead.
Just moments ago, nagparamdam na, nangalampag na dito sa arena si JV Casio. Yan din naman ang kanyang ginawa kontra Rainer Shine. Kita mo naman 21 points on 3 of 7 shooting from deep. Samahan mo pa ng 5 assist. Yung performance na yan. And for more on JV, sali na natin sa ating kwentuhan si Miss Riza Diaz.
Mag-o-espesyal ang araw na to para kay JV Casio because tonight he turns 27 years old. Ang wish niya, hindi lang para sa kanyang sarili, kundi para sa buong Gatas Republic. Sana nga daw manalo sila ngayong gabi. He doesn't have a party waiting for him tonight. Simpleng dinner lang daw kasamang pamilya. Masaya na siya. Mag-o-en, Jason?
Thank you, Riza. Birthday boy pala to si JV Casio. Katulad na lang ng aking katabi na malapit na rin mag-27 ulit.
Ikaw rin eh, sa 27. Ikaw sa 27.
Ikaw sa 25. Pero ilang taong ka na nun?
Mas bata ako sa'yo.
Mas una, ganun ba yun? Pero as Riza was reporting, we saw the first basket by Mark the Spark Kagiwa. Hindi rin naman talaga pwede mag-celebrate ito si JV Casio because 2 days from now, this coming Tuesday, back in action sila kontra naman sa Meralco. Barangay Ginebra will see action this coming Wednesday. Air 21 naman ang kanilang katapat. 12-8 is the score. Alaska by 4. Kagiwa bothered by the defense. Kung bagong pasok na Cebuano hotshot. Ontiveros pulls up in front of Ellis. Don couldn't hit. Rebound Eman.
Good effort on his part. That ball almost in the hands of DR Lowhorn, pero still able to tap the ball was Eman.
Sam Eman seeing his first action dito sa ating Governor's Cup. Coach Luigi Trillo wanting to impose the size of his lineup kontra dito sa Ginebra. Mamaril from the elbow. No!
Couple of blocks already para dito sa Alaska Aces early in this game.
Abueva looking for Ontiveros to try and set this one up. They get into their triangle. Abueva attacking that baseline.
Hasn't been really offensively into the conference yet. Ito si Calvin Abueva, but today he already has 4 points.
Calvin Abueva averaging just 5.5 points to go along with his 12 boards per ball game. Dito nga, no, agresibo si The Beast sa loob ng arena. Tenorio no looks ito Kagiwa. Amaril looking to keep it alive, pero he climbed all over the back of Wendell McInnes. Mac Barakel checking in para dito kay Chris Ellis. (14-8) ang nasa ating tala. Azul over to Ontiveros. McInnes facing off kontra dito kay Lowhorn using his quick spin. Sinalubong pa ni Tenorio. Natagaan siya ni Teniente. Problema, pagtagsak ni LA, nasa out of bounds na siya.
Watch out, bad pick with McInnes again. This was the play that they actually got points from.
This
Better
time around,
defended by Ginebra.
Lowhorn wising up, pero Don still makes him pay. Dinoble na naman ng Alaska ang production ng Ginebra.
Alaska's always been a good defensive team, and they're playing good defense again here in the first quarter. They've limited Barangay Ginebra to only 8 points, but at the same time, they're getting theirs on the offensive end.
Barangay lines it up. Malamig pa. Wilson looking to keep it alive. Taps it to the wrong man. RJ Azul over to Don Ontiveros. Don, long two. Wilson rebound. Tenorio nagmamadali sa kabilang dulo. Lowhorn puts it on the floor. Eman on him. They go over to Wilson. Baracael. Door shot on him by Abueva. Out to Wilson and he gets the 19th player.
Needed points para sa Barangay Ginebra. Alaska, seemingly they've been looking like they're a team that has total control of this first quarter.
Timeout muna para dito kina Coach Luigi Trillo with just under 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Bago pa man tayo bumalik sa bakbakan, silipin muna natin ang ating photon. Strong drive na ating nakita. Starting dito, none other than Calvin Abueva. Ito yung kanyang baseline move kanina lang, ano? Brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. 16-10 is the score. Alaska sitting on a 6-point lead. Pero si Coach Luigi may hindi nagustuhan sa kanilang mga formation. Kaya tumawag siya ng timeout na yon. Ontiveros gets it over to Azul. RJ misses from point blank. Baracael gets it across. Lowhorn couldn't shake off Foss. Pupunta sila kay Mac. Overcooks the 3. Ito na naman ang Alaska. Foss looking for Espinas. Pero bago pa man siya makapasa, meron ng foul. Looks like it's against the first personal on Lewis Alfred. Azul hindi maipagpag. Ito si Teniente. Abueva gets that leather right back. 9 seconds on the shot clock. They look to go up to Foss. Swatted away by Lowhorn. Kagiwa over to Tenorio. LA on the move. Nice crossover. Drops it off to Baracael. He's in trouble. Bailed out by reach and foul mula dito kay Azul. Nanggigil si Azul. Nakita na niya na may problema dun si Baracael. Napalakas pa yung ataw. Oh! Lowhorn cleans it up. Right on top of Abueva.
There's not been a lot of highlight plays para kay DR Lowhorn. Finally gets one right here. And those are the points na hinahanap ng Barangay Ginebra. Remember last conference, they had Vernon Macklin, which was one of those guys with a walking highlight.
Dito sa kabilang dulo, sa bakbakan sa pwestuhan. Nagkakagirian na kagad. Ito si Baracael at Abueva. Take another look at that monster putback mula dito kay Dior. Nag-iibig pa si Abueva doon sa kanya ilalim. So you had to hang on to that rim. Calvin Abueva loves playing with this crowd. Pagkatapos pumasok ng free throw, iniwan pa niya yung kanyang follow through, ano?
I mean, the attention that Calvin gets, pwede mo sabihin na siya na rin talaga nag-a-attract ng attention na yun. Kahit na maaaring may nagagalit na sa kanya, hindi wala siya pakialam. Meron siyang style at hindi siya alis sa style niya.
And he thrives on it, I think. Ginaganahan siya, either palakpakan mo siya o ibu mo siya, mas gusto yan basta napapansin. Yung kanyang ginagawa as LA nagpapansin din sa kanyang dulo. Azul lines it up. No, Abueva with a rebound. Abueva looking to put it right back up. Calvin ang lalim.
Tough matchup for Mac Baracael. That's a number of times Abueva's gotten rebounds because Calvin is going to continuously attack that offensive board.
Lowhorn comes up with an air ball. Pero talking about that matchup, baka may konting mali siya dahil tanda natin, ito si Baracael used to play with Alaska, and when they drafted Abueva, Alaska management and the coaching staff believed they could let go of Baracael to make space, to make more playing time para dito kay Abueva. Azul against two. Gets it over to Espinas. Toss from top of the key.
The benefit of having a big man that can actually shoot over 10 feet. That Sonny Toss, even if he's there, you can say that he's one of the guys that steady dun sa area na yun.
Lowhorn at the post. Bit more to his shooting. Tenorio will receive a pick from Lowhorn. LA on the run. No good on the looper. Rebound battle na kay Abueva na naman. The Beast drops it off to Espinas using his pivot.
That's good patience on the part of Gabby Espinas. You can see that kita mo parang he was going one direction but able to stop and change direction to get his 2 points.
Balik sa 8 ang abante netong Alaska. And away from play, there is a foul.
This is going to be an offensive foul.
LA Tenorio whistles for the offensive foul. Kaya mapalitan muna siya dito ni Joshua Pistondo. Tandaan natin nung championship series na yun, nung nakarang Commissioner's Cup, nagkainitan din niyang si LA, pati si Abueva.
It looks like Calvin's gonna go out bago pa may magalit sa kanya.
De La Cruz gets it over to Casio.
Poor defense and a good read on the part of the Alaska Aces. Got a bump if you're Billy Mamaril if you see someone that's about to curl.
Less than half a minute remaining dito sa ating opening frame. Urbistondo may tangan ng bola. Casio trying to check where the pick will come from. They get it over to Baracael. 7 to shoot. Pull-up jumper, no. Rebound battle. Inablot ni Espinas. Etong si Mamaril. 13 foul pa lang naman para dito sa Alaska. Pero this will give Ginebra a crack at the last attempt dito sa quarter number 1. 5 seconds remaining. Urbistondo looking for a friend. Gets it to JJ. 2 to shoot. Nanggigil si JJ wanting to put it up. Lost control of that ball. So matapos ang unang 12 minuto ng aksyon, it is the Alaska Aces with a double-digit spread, 24-14. The Beast off the bench has provided the points. Si Noor nagpakita na rin sa wakas ng highlight para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Pero Silas Baguio really got Alaska going early on. Kaya dito sa labanan ng alas at hari, lamang ang alas na 10 matapos ang unang yugto. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena, saan etong si Japet Aguilar hindi nga po nakakalaro sa gabing ito. Napakalaking kakapatan nito para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Plain and simple, you have Japet and where he's coming from, the confidence level that he's coming from after Gilas, and all of a sudden you become not available for your team. Even your teammates are looking forward to having you there. Napakasakit na.
And for an update on Japet Aguilar, balik tayo kay Ms. Riza Diaz.
Mag-Friday pa daw. Next week, ang susunod na appointment ni Japet sa kanyang doktor kung saan sisimulan na din yung rehabilitation at therapy para nga sa kanyang tuhod. Ang sabi niya talaga nakakapanghinayang. But then again, it's also an open opportunity nga daw para sa ibang mga teammates na niya para makapagpakita rin ang kaya nilang gawin for their team. Magu?
Thank you, Riza. LD position. Lapang nakakabutas dito sa ating second quarter kasama ni Baracael, sina Urbistondo, Helter Brand, Mamaril at etong si Wilson. Katapat ngayon sina Espinas, Casio, McInnes, De La Cruz, and Baguio. Baracael finally gets some points across his name. He was shooting blanks in quarter number 1. For 2 para dito kay Mac. Let's see if those free throws can get him going. Mag-umargin po kasama natin si Jason Webb at ang buong puwersa ng Sports 5 inside the MOA Arena.
First quarter, you see how difficult it's been para sa Barangay Ginebra. Under 30% Alaska because they've been able to really do a good job of running their sets closer to 50%.
3-second violation whistled on Wendell McInnes.
Wendell McInnes, not yet, hindi pa natin nakikita sa kanya yung larong nakita natin sa kanya, especially in that game against Rain or Shine.
May mawawarningan pa ba dito? Coach Luigi being warned here and he continues to plead his case. Ball has been inbounded. Urbistondo magtatawid para sa Ginebra. JJ gets that ball right back. They go over to Baracael. He wants to attack De La Cruz. Baracael with a jump hook.
And there is a certain air of confidence with Mac against the Alaska Aces today. Nakita natin sa kanya, ang dami niya mga tira. He's really looking for his shot.
Espinas kontra Wilson. Espinas. Papawi ng jump hook. Ito, napagapang papasok.
Well, that's when you feel that wala kang ang Japet Aguilar because not really a guy out there para din sa Barangay Ginebra that could be that weak side shot blocker.
And bukod kay Japet Aguilar, isa pang wala para sa Barangay Ginebra, Kirby Raimundo, who continues to miss action here at the Governor's Cup dahil sa isang bone bruise. Baguio walks right into that layup. Walang humarang, Jason.
Yeah, that's the third time. It's actually, it almost looks exactly the same as his first two layups, which he had in the first quarter.
Mamaril looking to set up at the post. They get it over to Baracael. Here's a three from JJ. He punches it through.
Good thing there because Cyrus Baguio went for that steal, leaving JJ Helterbrand. Helterbrand, one of those guys na kailangan ng Barangay Ginebra na makapuntos so that their bench can match up with the bench of the Alaska Aces.
Before tonight, JJ has only been shooting 25% from deep. Espinas loses that leather. Barangay Ginebra looking to attack. Urbistondo, bottled up, gets it over to Baracael. Mamaril asking for it. The ball makes its way back over to their point guard. Urbistondo contra Espinas, step back three. Couldn't deliver. Baguio with a running start. It's a 3-on-2. Shooty foul given up by Helterbrand. As we take a look at this Kawasaki rousing fast break, brought to you by Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Rouse the rider in you. Dami nakapaligid, walang humarap rin kay Baguio sa pagkakataon na yun.
Just getting a nice straight line to the basket.
McKinnis at the post. Wilson tutulungan ni Lowhorn. Nando dun si Stoss. Ball remains with Alaska.
Actually happened right in front of us. Could have been a Barangay Ginebra ball actually.
Hindi kaya nakatulong yung fact na sinave kasi ni Urbistondo.
Usually, yun yung tinitingnan ng referee when they don't have a look at it. Turns out they have a possession dahil nagkaroon ng 3-point shot si Cyrus Baguio.
Balik sa 10 ang abante rito ng mga Alas. Less than 9 minutes remaining sa ating second quarter. Lowhorn battling for position against Stoss. Ball goes over to Helterbrand. Baracael puts it on the floor. Hop, step, and a reverse. Niluwalag ng ring. McKinnis will lead the break. Gets it to JV. He sees a beeline to the basket. Breakdown in defense by Barangay Ginebra gives Alaska this dozen-point lead. Timeout muna para kay Coach Ato. Barangay Ginebra San Miguel finding themselves down by a dozen points. Reinserts Kagiwa into their 5. Lowhorn from Kagiwa goes last for 2 points.
Needed points para sa Barangay Ginebra. Coach Ato having to call a timeout because of just lapses on defense, especially on their transition. You look at the inside points. Alaska already with 18. A majority of those not really post-ups but layups.
The Fast and the Furious on the floor together kontra dito sa The Beast. Look at him get up there. Talagang inabangan niyang mawala pa si Wilson bago niya tinira.
You almost don't know what he plans to do. That's why as you see Wilson, gusto niya sana mag-draw charge, but then you don't know if Calvin's gonna try to get around you.
Kagiwa over to Wilson, back to Kagiwa on that left side. Wilson pulls the trigger, and the Beast with his 5th rebound of the game.
You mentioned that offensively, not really there yet in terms of points. Pero yung rebounds ni Calvin nandyan na since the start of this conference.
Baguio to McKinnis. Puts it up and out. Kagiwa will get it across para dito sa mga nakapula. Baracael lines up a 3.
Just a good setup on the part of Mark Kagiwa to get Mac Baracael that open look. Has not shot well from 3-point range yet this conference is Baracael. But when you're open, ang laki ng itataas ng percentage.
Rasho looking for McKinnis. Fouled from behind by Wilson. With regards to sa kinikwento natin tweet ni Mark Kagiwa kahapon asking for more ball movement, do you see it so far in this first half, Jason?
Now, you know, they actually have more assists than the Alaska Aces at this point. They have 8 compared to Alaska's 5. But scoring-wise, you know, when you look at the score, doesn't really reflect para dito sa Barangay Ginebra because their bigger problem seemingly is their defense.
Kagiwa to Wilson in the lane. Sinausaw pa. Nailang pa rin kay McInnes. McInnes on the breakout. McInnes against 3. Gusto yata buhatin lahat ng kabarangay dito sa loob na arena. Looked like JJ was actually trying to give up a foul. Yun ang sinasabi ni team manager Alphonsus Chua.
Second, 14 on from Barangay Ginebra. 2 free throws. Wendell McInnes.
JJ continues to explain to the officials he was giving up the foul at half court.
For William Wilson, Darius Santos.
You can see the lack of depth dun sa big man ng Barangay Ginebra sa puntong to. Lalong-lalo na yung mga big man na malalaki yung malalaking katawan, and they're gonna need that because McInnes is one of those guys that is going to throw his weight around.
Sa bagay, ano, yung Meyerhofer hindi pa ginagamit dito, pero pag tinapat mo naman dito kay McInnes, talagang baka mapakinis lang dun. Etong si Rico, medyo manipis ang kanyang Mamaril is back on the floor. Kagiwa to the wing, JJ. No. Rebound, Lowhorn. Lost it as he went back up, pero meron namang foul.
You see a number of times Mark Kagiwa is actually setting up his teammates. He knows that the defense is going to key up on if he gave an open look para kay Mac Baracael earlier for a 3 this time around to JJ, although JJ unable to knock it down.
Anim na minuto na titira dito sa ating second quarter. Azul is back on the floor. Sama sina Espinas, Abueva, McInnes, and Ontiveros. Abueva shovels it over to Espinas.
Well run on the part of the Alaska Aces. And we're talking about sharing the basketball. Yun yung susumaking pa ni Coach Luigi Trillo from his boys. And just excellent ball movement for that dunk.
Pero away from play, ito si Espinas. Si Mamaril. Take another look at it, Jason.
Calvin Abueva actually went from the opposite side to get there and then able to set up his teammates, and he let the crowd know about it.
Ellis pulls up. Those are the situations na hindi na talaga umikot yung bola, no? 39-28, it is the Alaska Aces by 11 points. Mahigit namang minuto na lang natitira sa ating first half. Abueva na naman, this time he's tied up, and he turns it over in favor of Ginebra.
Bit of a zone defense there, being employed by the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings earlier. Alaska able to dissect that zone because they were moving the ball well and they were swinging the ball from side to side. This time, pinilit nila yung action dun sa isang side. The zone of Ginebra able to stand tall.
Helterbrand over to Lowhorn. Kagiwa on the move, back over to Helterbrand. They go to Ellis at the post, at the baseline, and Ellis comes up with a flip shot. One of the rule adjustments for this conference, nakita nyo, na-warningan for delay of game in Ginebra, pero action did continue, and you actually get 2 warnings now before you get teed up for a technical. It's 39-30. Alaska abante ng siyam as we thank our radio partners 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock at ang ating mga kapatid over at DZSR Sports Radio. Eric Reyes, Nico Ramos with the call of tonight's action. 30-second timeout requested here. Idol, Samboy Lim in the house. So just when it looked like Alaska was going to take total control of this game in front of the thousands in attendance, Barangay Ginebra has kept in step with them at least. May pagkakataong pambawasan itong siyang napupusta nilang hinahabol.
And they touched a huge bullet there.
Ellis to Helterbrand. Punches it through!
Sometimes you have to be lucky as well. You had JV Casio wide open, could not knock it down. And then Ginebra able to get their own 3 points on the other end.
Casio against Ellis. Mamimigay ng bigay to si Espinas. Naunahan ni Lohorn sa bola. Ellis over to Kagiwa on the run. The spark on the move. Puts it up. No. Lohorn is there. Put back. No good, pero he will troop to the line for 2 shots.
And he fouls to the side. He fouls. Inside the fourth team foul for the Alaska Aces. 2 shots.
Ginebra able to get things going via this 3-point shot right here, cutting into this lead of the Alaska Aces. Second 3-pointer for JJ Helterbrand. Both of them coming here in the second quarter.
Lohorn misses. Pero 5 na lang ang hinahabol dito ng Ginebra. Toss anchoring that triangle. Everybody clears out for him now. Jump hook is good.
Too much time, too much space para dito kay Sunny Toss.
Now ito si JV Casio. Ayaw ng pagtanggapin ng bola si JJ Helterbrand. Lohorn gets it over to the left. Kagiwa tumanggap. Now JJ gets his hands on it. Ginebra moving it around. Ellis lines it up. Punches it through.
Good ball movement para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ito ata yung kinalabasan ng tweet ni Mark Kagiwa. You can see that ball. No one dribbled. Tapos wala pang 2 segundo sa bawat isa yung bola. Umiikot kagad.
Toss. Rattles this one home sa mga nagtatanong po. Ano ba yung tinweet ni Mark Kagiwa? Hanapin niyo po, official MC47. Hindi natin pwede ulitin yung buong tweet.
Bakit? Ano ba nakasulat?
Merong profane language. Ellis lines it up again. Not that time around. Kanina ipinakita natin at the Sports 5 Center as Baguio misses this one. JJ looks to get them into their step.
Yeah, they want to go to Mark Kagiwa because they feel there's a mismatch right there.
Casio, ang bantay ni Kagiwa, gets it out. JJ once again. Di makakuha yung pangatlo. Lohorn underneath. Puts it right through.
You can only ask for your players to make the right decision. Para sa Barangay Ginebra, it was the right decision. Mark had the mismatch. Then nakita niya may tumutulong, got an open look, and eventually his team rewarded because of all that helping na nangyayari. Nalibre si Lohorn sa ilalim.
Timeout muna, ni-request dito ng Alaska East. Sa Middle East via Orbit Showtime Network, sa Europe naman via OSN TV tomorrow, at sa Guam via MCV Broadband. Sabihan na ninyo ang inyong mga kamag-anak na abangan ng maaksyon na labanan ng PBA pati na rin ng UFL sa Action TV International. Look at the mammoth crowd inside the arena. Beautiful faces as well as Commissioner's Row with our good Commissioner Attorney Chito Saluda and Boss Willie Marshall as we send it over to Riza.
Magusim, Mark Kagiwa mismo ang nanguna sa kanyang team battle after practice yesterday, addressing also what he tweeted about. Ang sabi niya sa akin, their import could score about 100 points. Kung di naman daw sila mananalo, it doesn't mean anything. So it doesn't mean anything bad with that tweet. Ang gusto lang daw niya mas marami ma-involve sa kanilang opensa so that even if they lose, if they play as a team, okay lang daw yan.
Naman pala, hindi naman siya sa import nagagalit. Gusto lang niya lahat sila. Everybody happy sa buong team.
Only way to get everyone happy and on the same page is when you start winning. When you start winning, there are no problems. There seemingly are no problems that's big enough or worth it para sa team.
Casio goes cross-court papunta kay Baguio. Helterbrand closes out. JV gets it over to McInnes. Ontiveros attacking that baseline. Taken away by Ginebra. Here comes Kagiwa on the run. Gets it over to Lowhorn. Lior gets the 2 points.
Alam ko, di makatigil si Lowhorn eh. But able to get its wits about him. And again, Kagiwa willing to give up the basketball there.
McInnes looking to silence the first wave of that Ginebra chant.
And that's actually only his second field goal. No, first field goal of the game.
5 points in total pa lang para dito kay Wendell McInnes. May antidote din para sa kanya. Etong Ginebra. Ellis slicing through. Flip shot doesn't work. Less than a minute remaining sa ating second quarter. Babalik ang bola dito sa Alaska. Casio rifles it in.
They were lucky when he missed the first one kung saan libre-libre siya. But you know, you can't be twice lucky. Sobra swerte po na kung dalawang mintis na libre si JV at pag-limitate siya dalawang beses.
10 puntos na para sa birthday boy na si JV Casio. Ellis ang tatanggap galing kay Mamaril. They get it over to Lowhorn. Kanina airball yung tres. This time around, ring lang ang tinamaan. Mamaril and Ontiveros having a conversation in the backcourt. They put it up. McInnes!
It's that transition defense. Hindi natin nakita na 5 ang bumaba para sa Barangay Ginebra. And because not all of them went down, McInnes, libre-libre sa ilalim.
50-40. It is Alaska by 10 once again as we take a look at that last JV Casio triple. Talagang Alaska just looking for the open men on the floor this time around. Casio returning the favor. Pabalik naman kay McInnes. So Barangay Ginebra will have 5.4 seconds to try and come up with a basket here. Try and salvage momentum as we head into the dugout. Kami ni Jason magbe-break pa ng dalian pero nandiyan pa rin naman ang Sports 5 Center to keep everybody happy. Miko Alili and Coach Frankie Lim will be there to take care of all of us. Ellis, kailangan magmadali. Ontiveros ang sasalubong. Foul to give para dito sa Alaska. That leaves 2.5 on the clock. Ellis waiting for the movement. They get it to JJ. One dribble three. Doesn't work para dito kay Helterbrand. So at the end of the first 24 minutes of action, it is Alaska by 10 points. Barangay Ginebra had a couple of runs there to get themselves back in it, pero Alaska had enough to keep them at bay.
It's always going to be a game run. You have 2 quality teams in today and you expect teams to have those runs.
So it's 50-40 pero hindi pa kami magbe-break ni kasamang Jason dahil meron tayong espesyal na bisita here at the half and he is none other, syempre, than the reigning MVP, Mark the Spark Kagiwa. Mark, so far in the first half, we were just reviewing your tweet from yesterday. How do you like the ball movement so far?
So far it's been good. Whenever we reverse that ball, we're good. You know, yun nga sinasabi ko sa kanila. The more we can't kasi pag minsan pag poste ka agad, nawawala na yung play. So sinasabi ko sa kanila, keep reversing the ball, pass the ball around. What we were doing the last couple of minutes, that was good. You know, we just didn't get any stops, kaya lumamang na naman na 10.
And it seems like stops have been a major issue. Well, Mark, already 50 points on the other side. What do you see wrong? I mean, you had mentioned it in your tweet, but what else seems to be bothering the team?
Just the ball movement. Kaya like right now, kaya you know, I want to be an example. I want to be the one. I want to be the ball mover instead of the scorer. You know, it doesn't mean na kailangan mo score ng 30 or 20 plus. Just so you can win the game. You know, it's a team game, and if you move that ball around, everyone gets touches, everyone's happy. That's all I want.
Thanks for your time, Mark, and hopefully it comes together in the second half. So that'll do it for us on the floor, pero standby lang kayo. The Sports 5 Center is coming up after this break. Etong Alaska Aces has had Barangay Ginebra on the ropes a couple of times here in the first half, but Barangay Ginebra just kept battling back. Mag-margin po, kasama para natin si Jason Webb. Jay, etong Barangay Ginebra ng ilang fight back na what should they do as we go along to really get themselves back in the game?
I think they have to be consistent. Be consistent on the defensive end. You look at the score, they've given up 50 points so far, and then you can see the effort, especially dun sa transition defense nila, mga kailangan padagdagan.
At silipin muna natin sa puntong ito yung ilan sa mga kapanapanabik na pangyayari from the first quarter of action.
You know, in the first quarter, what happened was the second unit of Alaska really did much better compared to that of Barangay Ginebra. Nung pumasok si Calvin, nung pumasok the rest of the guys like Dondon Ontiveros and Gabby Espinas, they really made a difference. That's why itong Barangay Ginebra was actually down 10 points in that first quarter. On the opposing end, nakita nyo, the difference was 10-2 in terms of scoring for the bench. So, yun yung malaking pagkakaiba ng dalawang team. When you move over to the second quarter, ang makikita naman natin sa second quarter, yung sinasabi ni Mark Kagiwa kanina, sharing the basketball and sharing the basketball leading to 3-pointers. That's one assist for a 3-pointer. That's another assist para sa 3-pointer. JJ actually had 2 in this quarter. On the opposing end naman, ang nakita natin para dito sa Alaska, actually use the fast break points. Pagkatapos sila makakuha ng rebound, they get out and run. And look at the difference. Wala kang bantay yung fast break points ng Alaska. They actually had 6 fast break attempts in the first half. Out of those 6 fast break attempts, ang nakuha nilang puntos, 12. So that means every time they ran, they scored.
So it is 50-40. Barangay Ginebra will open the second half down by 10 points at meron ng adjustment sa kanila starting unit dito. Mac Barakel will be starting in place of Chris Ellis. Makakasama niya sina Mamaril, Lohorn, Kagiwa, and Tenorio. Katapat, meron ding pagpapalit ha. RJ Hazula magsa-start instead of JV Casio. Sama sina De La Cruz, McInnes, Thos, and Baguio. Alaska on the attack. Baguio in traffic. They get it out to Azul. Haba pa na kanila shot clock. Azul decides to go early. Lohorn taps it to the wrong man. Azul swings it over papunta kay De La Cruz. Baguio decides to take it and buried it.
Offensive rebound helping etong Alaska doon sa possession na yon. Gotta think Dio Lohorn's got to squeeze that basketball doon sa rebound na yon instead of tapping it out, especially if you don't have a clear area na tatap yung bola.
Mamaril bumping it to McInnes as we send it over to Riza with this report on the halftime break.
Mago, si Coach Luigi very thankful that they were able to weather the storm caused by Ginebra in the first half. Pinag-usapan nila yung turnovers. They had 10, Ginebra daw ay 5 lamang. They have to execute better. And with that meaning, dapat daw mas maraming touches sina Wendell at of course si Sonny Thos. On the other end, Barangay Ginebra, simple lang usapan. They have to stop the transition of the Alaska Aces that's causing so much damage on them. Again, ang stress is teamwork on both ends of the floor. Mago?
Thank you, Riza. Speaking of Sonny Thos, nagulat tayo pare-pareho, Jason, looking at the numbers. Sonny Thos amongst the league leaders, averaging 5.5 assists per ball game. Kaya basta si Tapos ang may hawak, good things happen para dito sa Alaska. Azul over to Thos. He spins baseline.
You just mentioned the passing ability of Sonny Thos, but primarily at the post, look at the footwork to get himself open and the length to finish strong over Billy Mamaril.
Thos bukod doon sa 5.5 assists per outing, averages 10.5 points and 7 rebounds. May 3-point play opportunity pa na parating para dito kay Sonny.
The previous foul on the Alaska Aces is on Tony De La Cruz. De La Cruz has 2 fouls.
Thos completes it, and this now is the largest lead of the contest. Matamis na 16 para dito sa Alaska Aces. Barangay Ginebra has yet to score here in the second half. Kagiwa blocked. Kagiwa not giving up. Kagiwa delivers the 2 points.
And you know that he can create shots for himself. He's been creating for his teammates. Had 3 assists in that first half, but right now, alam niya rin na kailangan ng pumuntos kasi lumobo kanina yung kalamangan to 16.
And din yung binabanggit ni Coach Frankie at Dava, as welcome as it looks to see Kagiwa move that leather account, his job is to score. Kagiwa ngayon acting as point. LA at the corner. Kagiwa's in trouble. Barakael lines up a three. Punches it through.
Reply mula sa Barangay Ginebra after going down by 16. Now they get a nice mini run. That's 5-0.
That is the 4th assist on Mark Kagiwa and the 10th point naman para kay Barakael. Baguio in trouble. Taken away by Tenorio. Teniente nagmamadali. Gets it over to Lowhorn. Napasabit niya doon si De La Cruz. Third personal foul on the Alaska captain. 2 shots para dito kay Dior. Witness hard-hitting MMA action in PXC 39. Haharapin ni Mark Mugen-Striegel si The Beast Yang Yong Kim para sa featherweight title sa September 14 po yan, alas 8 ng gabi sa Inares Sports Arena. Buy your tickets now. Mapapanood din sa Action TV the following day, September 15, alas 9 ng gabi. 56-47. Barangay Ginebra now within 9 points. McInnes from top of the key.
Usually, ano si McInnes, nakikita natin, his points coming from the paint actually surprised even his defender, Billy Mamaril.
If you are Barangay Ginebra, would you live with that shot? Okay lang?
Well, until he proves that it's actually a consistent shot.
Kagiwa, teardrop, no. Mamaril keeps it alive. LA looking for Lowhorn, down low, deep position. It's the basket. Kasama pang foul.
You really have to put a premium on moving the ball quickly because the ball moves quickly back into the post. Hindi makareact yung mga he-help para dito kay DR Lowhorn. Pati yung initial defender niya, hindi nakareact at maitulak siya sa labas.
3-point play completed by Dior. Baba sa 8 ang inahabol ng Ginebra. They go deep over to McInnes. Di makabawi sa kabilang dulo.
That's just a nice run set. Two screens at the first meeting. Diving to the post. Unable to react to Barangay Ginebra.
Here's bad news though. Billy Mamaril para sa Barangay Ginebra. 4 personal fouls, Jason.
That hurts because sabi nga natin, that's gonna be their main issue. Depth at the front line.
In case you just tuned in, Japet Aguilar not playing tonight and will miss 4 to 6 weeks. Kirby Raimundo, indefinite pa yung kanyang return para sa Ginebra because of a bone bruise.
You know, and 4 to 6 weeks basically means he's out of the entire elimination round.
September 22 po matatapos ang elimination round. Baka lumampas pa yung kung maging 6 weeks, baka out for the season kung sakasakali. We all pray for Japet's recovery. Tenorio to Barakael. The one-hander, Mac delivers.
Mac Barakael, one of the locals that's actually been helping out his team very well today, already with 12 points. I mentioned it earlier, there is that confidence. It seems that he's playing with a lot of confidence against his former team.
Started out shooting blanks in quarter number 1, picked up his offense, scoring 7 in the second quarter. Ngayon, nadagdagan na niya ng 5, pwede pa maging 6 with his bonus free throw. Intis nga lang yun para dito kay Mac. As we send it over to Riza.
Mac Barakael won't deny na talaga namang mas extra challenge para sa kanya maglaro sa former team niya. Ang sabi nga niya, ang malas niya dahil nung nag-champion ng Alaska, nasa Ginebra na daw siya. But that's alright. He's going to do everything that he could para mapag-champion naman niya itong team na kinalalagyan niya ngayon. Magu?
Thank you, Riza. Kagiwa over to Barakael. Misses on that jumper though. Abueva pleading for that leather. Baguio in the front court. Looking to settle things down para dito sa Aces. Espinos to Baguio, down low to McInnes. The hook doesn't work. Sa rebound play, bulagta si Wilson.
Willie Wilson actually has done a pretty decent job on McInnes. Although he's undersized yung in terms of height and even sa size, sanay talaga siya yung binabantay niya, mas malaki kesa sa kanya.
McInnes picked up his first personal foul. Tenorio di diskarte para sa Ginebra. Gets it over to Lowhorn. Tatlo kumuyog dito kay Dior. He earns for himself a trip to the line for 2 shots.
Much better. See if the Barangay Ginebra much better running their sets here.
Timeout requested here by Alaska. 30-second variety ang hiniling ni Coach Luigi Trillo dahil bumaba na sa 7 ang kanilang abante. Just moments ago, Jason, they were up by 16 big points, 56-40. It's been a 12-3 run ever since. Pwede pang dagdagan yan with these 2 free throws. As we take a look at this Photon strong drive, Mac Barakael ang starring dito. Brought to you by Photon. Empower your business.
Alaska actually started this quarter very strong. That's why they were able to push that lead up to 16. I mentioned earlier, there was a good reply mula dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Mark Caguia started off with a basket. After that, that 3-pointer by Barakael, and Barakael continues to do well here in the third.
Dior Lowhorn takes care of that first free throw. Lowhorn shooting 71% from that distance. Goes 2 for 2, so that now is a 14-3 run para sa Ginebra. Abueva behind the back pass to McKinney's offensive foul whistled on the beat.
Calvin Abueva, you want to stay under control. Good job here in the part of Dior Lowhorn, just to stay there and draw this charge.
Hirap nga naman burahin yung lapad ng katawan nito ni Lowhorn. Pagkakataon ng Ginebra to inch even closer. Lowhorn to Barakael. He launches another one.
It's the Mac Barakael and Dior Lowhorn quarter. Sila palang nakakashoot dito para sa Barangay Ginebra, but it's been enough to actually cut this lead down to 2.
L.A. Tenorio picking up his third personal foul, trying to put a body on Wendell McInnes.
Let me just correct that. Also, Mark Caguia actually adding another 2 points. So just the 3 of them have scored.
Abueva na naman, na-traffic, natapigan. 8 seconds on the shot clock para sa Alaska. Abueva running out of control, finding Baguio. Just when you thought he was out of control, Jason, nakahanap ng papasahan doon.
They give credit to Cyrus Baguio, did not give up on the play. Even though malalaglag na to si Calvin Abueva.
Baguio though misses on that first free throw. Cyrus takes care of the second, gets Alaska up to 60. Pero ang Ginebra dumadagundong na sa likod ng Alaska at 57 points. Lowhorn with the leather. Looking for Caguia. 9 seconds to shoot for the red shirts. Mark, the spark, long 2, is good! Casio nagmamadali papunta kay Baguio. Alaska wanting to silence the crowd. Caguia with a big steal! Barangay Ginebra looking to retake the lead. LA though is fouled by Baguio. Penalty na ang Alaska. 2 shots para dito kay Teniente.
The turnaround para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. This has to be their best quarter in terms of energy and efficiency in today's game.
LA ties the game at 60. Sonny Thos coming back in para dito kay Gabi Espinas, pero bago yan, meron mo ng timeout mula dito kay Coach Luigi Trillo. 15 pesos lang. Parang nahiya siya. Uy, mintis yung pangalawa para dito kay LA. Nailang din yata ito sa kumakain. So this gives us our third deadlock of the contest. Tenorio almost took it away. McInnes has 8 to work with. Calvin contra Barakael. Wilson switches out on and 3 to shoot. Abueva to Thos. Tatapikan. Mapuputo ka na ba? Umabot yung tira. Thos keeps it alive. Thos operating underneath. Wala pa rin para sa Alaska.
the effort, and it's the effort is not just on one side, effort on both teams. Nakikita natin to get that basketball.
At dahil nga penalty na, itong Alaska, meron pang foul doon. 2 free throws para kay Baracael. Pagkakataon nila makatikim ng kalamangan for the first time since quarter number 1. Espinas checking back in para dito kay Thos. McInnes moving over to try and box out etong si Lowhorn. Baracael shoves Ginebra ahead 61-60. Lampas kalahati na ng ating quarter number 3. Ontiveros kasama si Casio, Espinas, McInnes, and Abueva. JV gets it over to the beast. Quarter shoot. Abueva leans in. No. Offensive foul whistled on Calvin.
You gotta give credit to Barangay Ginebra. First it was DR Lowhorn. This time around it's Willie Wilson. They're willing to give up their body right here. Calvin Abueva on the other hand, he has to adjust at this point, has to stay under control. Dalawang sunod na yan. Dalawa na yan para dito sa charging dito sa third quarter.
Tenorio, uy, napalusot yung pasa. Kagiwa in trouble, fading away. Nails at home.
Facilitator in the first half, starting to get his in the second half.
Casio to Espinas, back to sa JV. Espinas on the roll, puts it over in.
That is a skilled at a shot on the part of Gabby Espinas to be able to control his body.
LA in traffic, has it slapped away.
Mark Kagiwa first able to get his basket there. And on the other end, Gabby Espinas able to avoid the defense and get 2 points.
Lowhorn and McInnes battling for possession. Lowhorn delivers the 2 points. May kasama pang foul.
LA Tenorio has been threading the needle, finding ways to get the ball to certain areas where it seems walang angulo. They're finding his importer is able to get his 2 points and make that a 3-point play.
And this now is the largest lead of the game para sa Ginebra, 4 points. This after being down by as much as 16. How will Alaska respond? They go to JV Casio. Abueva to Ontiveros. Espinas at the post. Lowhorn on him. Espinas nakikipagkiskisan. He spins baseline. Up and under.
Gabby Espinas, one of those guys, he doesn't really care kung gaano kalaki bumabantay sa kanya. He just knows how to score in the post.
Less than 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Lowhorn over to Tenorio. LA on the baseline, fishing for the foul. Doesn't get it, but the 2 points is good. Espinas na naman. Attacking Lowhorn once again. Si Lowhorn ba o si Tenorio yun? Your Lowhorn whistled for that person.
L.A. Tenorio just able to create something for himself. One of those guys that's also looking to pass in the first half. And, you know, because when the ball is moving, hindi yung mga nag-help, hindi sila makatulong because they're always thinking that nako baka ipasa yung bola. Now because Ginebra was sharing the ball very well in the first half, ngayon mas madali na mag one-on-one.
Offensive foul.
Mentioned it earlier. Willie Wilson has actually done a very good job on McInnes.
Wendell McInnes dipping his shoulder sa pagkakataong yun. Kita naman ni Coach Luigi Trillo sa harap niya nangyari yun. Coach Ato Agustino will now sue for time. Pakpakan looking for win number 2 dito sa Govs Cup. How about Marnel Macmac Baracael?
Mac Baracael already with 16 points and he's done it in many ways. Nakita natin from the outside. He's also attacked just like you saw earlier. And yun sinasabi sa Barangay Ginebra. now that wala si Japit, who's gonna step up? And so far tonight, it's been Mac Barakael.
16 points on 3 of 5 shooting from deep. Pero pahinga muna. Hindi, andun siya sa kanto. Kala ko nakatayo sa bench. Lowhorn yelling out instructions. Tenorio in the lane. Oh! Saan naman ang galing yun? Joe Lenz para dito kay Teniente.
Again, everyone is looking at kung saan niya ibibigay yung bola, saan niya ipapasa, and then doing the opposite of what the defense expects.
Kahit ako na-pick, akala ko i-kick out pasta papunta doon sa kanto. Kaya parang, tingnan mo naman to, Jason.
Look at import, little ball fake, and everyone bites to the ball fake. Even that made LA Tenorio smile pagkatapos.
70-64, Barangay Ginebra now up by 6. What a turnaround. Early goings na third quarter, they were all of a sudden down by 16. Kagiwa at the post, Casio on him. They get it out to Barakael. Huli from behind Di Baguio. Pero Wilson is there to give chase. McInnes bothered by LA, tapped away by Kagiwa, and Barangay Ginebra gets the stop.
Gotta love the effort, and the effort is actually on both ends.
Kagiwa, no good.
Wise move the part of Cyrus Baguio. Slow it down, get into your half-court set.
Oh, Casio turns it over. Barakael contra Baguio. He cradles that leather. Lumapang papasok yung tira ni Hong.
Barangay Ginebra didn't really have a lot of chances to run in the first half, but now because their defense is so much better, nakikita natin, nakakatakbo na sila.
McInnes kontra dito kay Wilson. He wants to try taking him off the dribble this time. Kita na niya dahil nauutakan siya ni Wilson pag sa poste. Dito naman siya magagaling sa labas, ano?
They just used pure strength. See, Ginebra has to make some changes. You look at Alaska, they've already actually made 2 changes. Yung iba nagsimula, nakapahinga na, nakabalik na. Now that Ginebra has the lead, now they have enough of a leeway to actually make those changes as well.
McInnes misses. LA Tenorio slows things down para dito sa Ginebra. Coming up on 1.5 minutes remaining in the third. Helterbrand surveys, gets it over to Ellis. Wilson takes the handoff. Ngayon binigay kay Tenorio. Back to Wilson from the free throw line. Extended. Everything going all of a sudden para sa Barangay Ginebra.
For Barangay Ginebra, that's 19 assists already in this game. Correction, 70.
McInnes na naman. This time around. Force that,
Nag-adjust na siya. Ang ginagawa niya, face up siya. Tapos he knows he just has to get, both feet in the paint and then jump over Willie Wilson.
Less than a minute natitira sa quarter number 3. Lowhorn, babawiin yung dos. Couldn't get that one to drop, pero ball ends up with Tenorio. Fresh shot clock para sa Ginebra. Wilson will offer to pick. LA off the crossover. Up, and out. Lowhorn breaks it off.
You don't mention his name often in terms of but Dr. Lowhorn has been really good para sa Barangay Ginebra dito sa quarter na to, getting his own points and getting rebounds to set up his teammates. That's short.
Sama ng tira galing dito kay McInnes. He looks to make up for it. Tutungo siya sa ating free throw line for 2 shots. Helterbrand tagged with that personal foul. As we greet one of our very own cameramen, etong si Jerry Piawan. A happy birthday. Yeah. Sama kami, ha?
Selfie mo naman yung sarili mo.
Oo nga, paano ba yun? Mahirap ang bigat niya na hindi iPhone yung gamit. Kuya Jerry.
You see, Alaska, they changed up things. Kanina, ang bumabantay kay LA, ginawa nila si Dodo. Now it's already Calvin Abueva
Last shot time para sa Ginebra. LA makes his move, gets it out. Ellis bobbles, recovers, gets it to LA. Tenorio puts it up. Couldn't get it to drop, yelling for a foul, but that'll do it for the third quarter of action. In this quarter, we saw Alaska have their lead balloon all the way up to 16, but then Barangay Ginebra behind Kagiwa, Baracael, Lowhorn, and Tenorio fought back, and now it is Barangay Ginebra up by 6 with still 12 minutes to go inside the MOA Arena. Dito sa muling pagtutunggali ng mga Alas at Hari, the chase continues to try and climb out of the bottom part of the team standings, Jason.
When you look at the team standings, what it says is even iba-iba yung mga standing nila, being at 500 should be safe. You know, nasa 500 ka, maglalaro ka na yan dun sa middle, maaari kang umabot dun sa top 4, maaari kang dun sa bottom 4, pero pasok ka. Alaska trying to stay above 500, Barangay Ginebra trying to get back to 500.
Look at Tenorio opening up the fourth quarter by putting Calvin Abueva on his behind. Sama ni Tenorio sina Helterbrand, Wilson, Lowhorn, and Ellis. Lowhorn tagged by Thos. Na makakasama naman sina Ontiveros, Abueva, Espinas, and Azul. Coach Luigi Trillo is on the floor of the arena.
He's upset because he felt that it was a traveling. Let's see the play once again. Oh, he definitely traveled. He has every reason to be upset. You look at that, if we get a chance to look at that again, daming steps the JJ.
And now Coach Luigi has been teed up.
You see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Apat na hakbang ang ginamit. But the call will stand. Technical foul has been tagged on Coach Luigi Trillo. And nirereklamo si
LA because it seemed that Gabby was actually talking to him.
Nakangiti din si Espinas. Alam niya, nakaisa siya doon.
This is his most efficient game, speaking of PR Lowhorn. Stayed within the frame of things that what Barangay Ginebra wants to do. And has been effective doing it. Dami niya nakakuha ang offensive rebound, lalo na kanina doon sa third quarter.
Yung mga puntos niya, hindi puro call play na poste para sa kanya. No? Yung merong mga offensive putback na very effective naman para sa kanya.
Look at the quarter scoring. Ginebra, actually, that's, I believe, for the first quarter, actually went to Alaska. And then after that, the big quarter was big quarter for Alaska in the first, and a big quarter para sa Ginebra on the third.
Abueva and Ellis having some words for each other after that last play.
Ellis has no idea why Calvin went to him. But you know, that's Calvin's game. These are actually one of the things na maaaring masira yung laro ng Barangay Ginebra.
Another look at that.
See, there is no reason why Calvin has to go through Chris Ellis.
Calvin converts on both free throws. He's got 10 points.
But look at, you know, you can say what you want about Calvin Abueva, but look what he does. He plays power forward on one end, tapos siya yung babantay doon sa gwardiya sa kabila.
Para malaman natin ano pa nga ba nangyayari sa kampo ng Alaska, balikan natin si Riza Diaz.
Magulat tanong si Luigi Trillo sa kanyang mga malalaro. Why the rush? Hindi nga daw sila pwedeng sumabay sa dinidiktang pace nitong Barangay Ginebra, kundi matatalo daw sila. Ang sabi niya, let's stick to our game plan. Let's exploit whenever Sonny and Wendell is inside. And that huddle ended with Coach Luigi telling Wendell, don't hurry. We've got time.
Thank you, Riza. Yun naman talaga ang Alaska. No? They like getting into their sets. They like keeping scores low. Pag sumabay ka nga sa takbuhan, yun yung binabanggit mo kanina, pace yan ng Ginebra. ball kicked into the lower box area. Layo na inabot na.
Substitution. For William Wilson.
Billy Mamaril checking back in para dito kay Wilson. And he has Helterbrand, Lowhorn, Tenorio, and Ellis with him. Gustong pigilan sina Hazul, Espinas, Abueva, McInnes, and Ontiveros. McInnes, quick spin, gets the basket, may kasama pang foul. Dito mo yung jersey niya, humaba talaga doon.
At the moment he touched it, he knew what he was going to do. He knew there was a different player, and he knew that malamig pa si Billy galing doon sa bench.
Great recognition on the part of the Aces, immediately attacking yung bagong pasok.
And immediately, baka palitan na kaagad dito si Mamaril dahil 5 na kaagad yung naging foul niya.
Coach Ato Agustin.
But where do you go? You know that Willie's tired, or he needs a rest. So who do you bring back at that power forward spot?
Tenorio, hindi pa nagpapahinga to ngayong second half, ano? Missed most of the second quarter after playing a lot in the first, pero sa second half, wala pang pahinga. As Ellis drills it from the baseline.
That's what Ginebra wants to do. Be willing to give up the basketball for the best available shot. That's what their offense was dun sa set na yun.
Ellis shooting true to form before tonight. 59% shooting yan from the field. Dito, wala rin masyado sinasayang na mga tira.
Oh, that's just a poor foul.
Mamaril getting entangled, and McInnes getting in Billy Mama's grill. And L.A. Tenorio just pulling him away, saying, just go to the bench, we can't afford a technical foul here.
It's too important to have given up that hand check foul.
Foul on number 2, Ginebra. 6 fouls. While you are bringing on for verbal altercation. William Wilson winning for Ginebra.
Bigger issue there is that wala nang malaki itong barangay Ginebra after this.
Now Willie Wilson, wala pang 1K minute nagpapahinga sa bench sa Ginebra. Will have to hold down the front line. Abueva over to Espinas. Right away. Barangay Ginebra's lead now down to 6 points. LA zigzagging in and out of traffic. 10 seconds on the shot clock para sa Ginebra. LA waiting for their movement. Tenorio in trouble. 3 to shoot. Looking for Lowhorn. LA puts it up. No. McInnes gets it over papunta kay Ontiveros. Hazul in the front court looking for Abueva. Espina sa poste. Gustong atakin ito si Wilson. Gabby backing down. Puts it up and out. Rebound Wilson. Ellis on the run. Ontiveros to beat using the sidestep. Ellis is fouled.
First foul, number 25, Ontiveros. That's a third. Second team on the Aces. 2 free throws.
Mark Caguiba is being redeployed here by Coach Ato Agustin. I wonder if it's for LA or JJ.
Probably going to be for LA. So LA is finally going to get his rest. The other guy that was going to be a problem para sa Barangay Ginebra in terms of fitness would be TR Lowhorn after that.
Prestone defensive stop of the game yan. Brought to you by Prestone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Sigurado, nasa mabuti kang kamay. So the Fast and the Fierce for the second time in this game on the floor together para dito sa Ginebra. Ontiveros gets it over to the post. Ayun na naman yung quick spin. Sabay step back, Jay.
Nice moves. The last 2 moves that he's come up with, napakaganda para kay McInnes. After a very slow start in which he scored only a point in the first quarter, he's chipped in 19 after that from the second quarter onwards.
Caguiba over to Wilson. Willie puts it on the floor. Looking for the foul. He gets it right back. Lowhorn, turnaround jumper, overcooks it. Ball will remain with Ginebra.
Back ball.
Tonton Ontiveros nanlambot na lang doon sa tawag niya, pero kinorek naman ang official.
Good job on the part of our outside official. Maybe yung referee natin sa ilalim, hindi niya nakita na nabarahan siya.
Kala ko inimatay si Tonton eh. Parang ano ba naman yan? They go back to the post. Makinis gustong ubusin yung front line nito ni Ginebra. Coach Ato will have to find a solution as Alaska is now within 4 points. After squandering a 16-point lead in the third quarter, etong Alaska Aces putting a world of pressure now on Barangay Ginebra. Kagiwa locates Ellis. Three-pointer doesn't work. Tapigan ang bola na kanino. Kagiwa recovers it.
It's amazing how many shirts and jerseys are being pulled at the paint.
Elterbrand with the leather. Kasha trying to keep in front of him. They go to Ellis dito sa kabilang kanto. Wilson slides. Ellis is in trouble. No more dribble. And away from play. A foul is called on Gabby Espinas as we send it over to Riza.
So off that timeout of Barangay Ginebra, tinatanong ng coaching staff ang mga players kung kaya pa ba nila. If there's anybody na ayaw umupo kahit isang minuto, itong si Dior Lorhorn. Ang sabi nga niya kay Coach Art de la Cruz at Coach Ato Agustin, don't worry about me, I'll tell you when to pull me out. Magu?
Thank you, Riza. Kagiwa attacking. Ginamit yung katawan para proteksyonan. Abueva is on the floor asking for a timeout. Wish granted by the officials. Kagiwa didn't hear the whistle. He dove for that ball. Timeout muna para sa Alaska. Jerseys being pulled, bodies on the floor, the intensity reaching fever pitch here. Jason, what else should we expect the rest of the way?
Expect much more of that because both teams see the importance of this game.
Talagang kung pag-agawan yung bola, ganun-ganun na lang dahil ang iksi nga ng ating tournament dito sa Governor's Cup, every single game, every single minute of every single game, a must-take for all teams concerned. 84-80, Alaska down by 4. Tonton Ontiveros sees a crease in the defense, rattles that one home.
And just having the availability of guys that can create shots for themselves. That's what makes this Alaska offense potent in that half-court set.
Ontiveros with his 4th point, but more importantly, brings Alaska to within 2. Lowhorn underneath, gets those 2 right back.
Si Lowhorn, no? Kahit na mas malaki bumabantay sa kanya, nakahanapan niya ngayon ng paraan. And the nice thing about him, he has not faded in a couple of games, in a few games this conference. He has faded in some quarters. Today, he's been pretty consistent.
Abueva for 3.
Finally gets an open look from distance. Dito kay Calvin Abueva. And all of a sudden, that lead, sana lang!
Kagiwa, binawi agad!
Mark Kagiwa sniping at just the right moment in the third quarter. Nung kinailangan, tumulong siya para umabol. And this one, to push the lead back to 4.
Kagiwa now with 11 points. McKinnis at the post loses it. Helterbrand on the run. JJ Pepreno. Hinahanap niya si Kagiwa. Gustong atakin nito si Casio. JJ for 3. Doesn't work. Ontiveros looks to settle things down para dito sa Alaska. By the way, ito si Abueva with now his best scoring game of the Governor's Cup. 13 points in total. McKinnis drops it off to the boss. Wasn't expecting it. Sonny with a sky hook. McKinnis is there. Big bailout mula dito sa the Beast.
Wow.
Beating the shot clock. 16 points in total. Lamang na ang Ginebra, bumaba na sa 1. Wilson in trouble, is fouled.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But sometimes it's good to be both. You can see right here, pinakita ni Calvin Abueva, uy, pinapractice ko yan, I'm good. Pero ito, sabihin na natin, may halong swerte na to. Combination of luck and skill.
The quickest release on a three-pointer I've ever seen, I think. Split second lang talaga, no? Parang mainit na patatas yung bola doon. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this game. Take away by Kasho. 2-on-1. Kasho against Kagiwa. Kagiwa gives up the foul. And JV Kasho will shoot two and try to regain the lead para dito sa Alaska.
2 free throws, JV Kasho.
The birthday boy, Joseph Evans Kasho, takes care of the first free throw as we take a look at this Rexona power rebound. Brought to you by Rexona Men with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. Oh, mintis yung pangalawa. So we are tied at 89. Pang-apat na deadlock pa lang to. Tenorio now back on the floor. Pinalitan si Alderbrand. Kagiwa with him. Lowhorn offers the pick. Lowhorn slides. Lowhorn puts it up and in.
He's been huge. 35 already mula kay DR Lowhorn and his teammates able to give him the ball just at the right moment.
That now is a PBA career high para dito kay Lowhorn. And he gets that over to Barangay. Now Lowhorn secures it. Barangay Ginebra has 3 seconds to get it across. LA Tenorio catches. Barangay to Kagiwa. Barangay Ginebra asking for the goaltend.
And they have a point because that ring did move.
Wichita Agustin is fuming on the sideline. Lowhorn puts it on the floor. 7 to shoot. Kagiwa.
Turned out to be even better para dito sa Barangay Ginebra, but trying to answer quickly. Ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Coach Luigi. They can't afford na sumabay dun sa pace ng Barangay Ginebra.
And drowning in the chance of Ginebra, the buzzer goes off requesting a timeout para dito kay Coach Agustin. They want to make sure of this very next possession. They want to stretch this 5-point lead, Jason.
And Barangay Ginebra finding a way, getting the important energy points sa araw na to.
The younger generation ng Global Barangay ng Ginebra in attendance inside the arena. Nawarningan pa si team manager Al Francis Shua. Ito yung napaganda pa.
Napaganda pa. Good ball movement once again para sa Barangay Ginebra. You see, making that defense react so much easier. Sabi ni Mark Kagiwa, they were forced to take shots na pilit dahil nga hindi umiikot ang bola. You can see right there, ball movement, score movement para sa Barangay Ginebra dahil nga mas maganda na ang ikot ng bola.
Look at the all-around numbers supplied here by the reigning MVP, Mark the Spark Kagiwa. 14, 6, and 5. Hindi pa siya tapos dito with just under 3.5 remaining in this game.
Still very far para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. They can't think that this is over. Alaska is a team that gets back into games real quickly, especially because they have so many guys that can put up the 3-point shot.
Lalo na yung number 42 na yun, no? Yung JV Kasho. Marakael had a splendid third quarter for himself, picking up where he left off.
Only his first 2 points here, but then he has been so consistent para dito sa Ginebra dito sa game na to.
Kasho to Abueva. Puts it up off the glass, napalakas, makinis sa ilalim, gets his 2 points, may kasama pang foul.
The rebounding strength of Alaska, the combination of guys like Abueva, tapos dadagdagan mo pa ng toss, tapos dadagdagan mo si Makinis. If you're Ginebra, you gotta be aware that these people are going to throw their bodies for that offensive rebound.
Bonus para dito kay Makinis is good. As we send it over to Riza.
Mag-usabi ni Coach Luigi Trillo, let's not go away from what we do best, and that is playing defense. Special mention, let's close out on LA Tenorio and their offense. Tiwala pa rin sila. They go to Wendell Makinis. Magu?
96-92. It is Ginebra by 4. Tenorio wants to add to it. Acrobatic layup doesn't work. Abueva out to Casio. Kagiwa, sasalubungin siya sa 3-point line. McKinnis deep position.
Oh.
Sonny Thoss gets the stick back.
And that's another offensive rebound. Kanina si McKinnis, you know, an offensive rebound. Now it's Sonny Thoss. So Alaska getting second servings. That's why they're able to cut into this lead.
Kagiwa kontra Abueva. The spark from the elbow gets his 2 points.
Gotta talk. If you're Alaska, Mark Kagiwa realizing that McKinnis did not step up in that pick and roll, and he has been very efficient today.
Casio for 3. Doesn't work. Lowhorn finally secures it para sa Ginebra. Kagiwa wanting to speed things up. Barrels into the barrier here at the arena. Head first yung sugod doon ni Mark. Lahat ng kabarangay all of a sudden holding their breaths, pero Kagiwa is up and about. Look at this dive, Jason.
Yeah, Kagiwa saw the opening right there but just couldn't control the basketball.
McKinnis down by 4. They get it over to Baguio for 3. Punches it through!
We did mention that 3-point shot is a shot that Alaska uses oftentimes to get back into the game. Good cross-court pass and then Cyrus Baguio is able to hit this, getting his feet underneath him. 3-point basket.
Babasa isa ang abante rito ng Ginebra with 1:42 remaining sa ating Super Bowl Sunday. Tandaan po natin, itong Alaska will be back in action this coming Tuesday, September 3. Kalaban nila ang Meralco sa Big Dome yan. Ang Barangay Ginebra naman this Wednesday, Air 21 na makakatapat. Cuneta Astrodome yung Wednesday, if we're not mistaken, tama raw. Sabi ni Crystal. 98-97 is the score.
Gawin natin, guys. Screen down. Pass. Okay? Pass. Hand up. Go! Labas natin dito, guys. Okay? Hand up. Pass the ball to Willie. And then, back screen. Mark. Okay? Pag wala, and then, Bjorn. The middle, seal. Middle. Mark, pag wala ka na,
Wait for it to develop. Don't be in a rush.
okay? Pagka wala, set a play. Ha? Pagka wala, set a play. Pagka wala, set a play. Set a play. Okay?
Coach Ato, merong iniskrima ditong knockout play muna pero wag puwersahin ang kanyang paalala.
Cyrus Baguio shooting very well from a 3-point region. 3 out of 4. None bigger than the last 3-pointer na tinira niya.
So Barangay Ginebra trying to add to this 1-point lead. Tenorio maglalabas ng bola. Mga target niya sina Lowhorn, Wilson, Barakael, and Kagiwa. LA gets it right back. Wilson waiting for the movement. They want to pound it into Lowhorn. Wilson to Barakael. Puts it on the floor. Now they get it to Lowhorn. Shot clock is at 10. Oh! Wilson turns it over. Baguio takes it away. McKinnis to Abueva, and Alaska retakes the lead.
Alaska taking full advantage of a missed opportunity para sa Barangay Ginebra turnover.
Now Barangay Ginebra is down by 1, 1:05 remain. They go to the reigning MVP. Back over to Lowhorn. Inararo. Ito si McKinnis, pero hindi sintira. Thoss gets it over to Casio.
That's a good shot. It just didn't go down para dito sa Barangay Ginebra.
JV gets it over to Thoss. 10 seconds on the shot clock para sa Alaska. The boss, Patrick Wilson, is fouled. Para kay Wilson, pang-apat na personal yan. And Thoss will be tested at that free throw line.
See right there, just a bad pass on the part of Willie Wilson. LA was actually open and just couldn't give it properly.
Thoss, a 64% shooter, misses on the first.
Still a lot of basketball though.
42.1 seconds remaining inside the arena. This for a 2-point lead para sa Alaska. Thoss gets it. Coach Ato will burn a timeout. 30-second variety para dito sa Ginebra.
They just have to set up a play right here and actually at this point, it's really more going to be about execution and clock management.
42 seconds to go. You want to make sure na meron pang isang possession babalik sa'yo, no?
Exactly. You want to go as early as you can if you're Barangay Ginebra.
Second roll. Yeah. Si Willie. Set the spin. So para si nandito. Okay? Wait for. Tingnan natin, ha? Tingnan mo, pag nalibre ito, bigyan mo kaagad to, ha? Okay?
So here we go. Mac Barakel will be inbounding right in front of the Ginebra bench as we take a look at the reset.
Foul to give for the Alaska Aces.
Barakel looking for Tenorio. They go over to Wilson. Now Tenorio will handle that leather. LA attacking. Fouled in the act. 2 shots para ding Barangay Teniente.
Play this game, and it is so when the games are this close, it's interesting that one of the most important facets of the game is a part of the game wherein you can actually practice by yourself, which is free throw shooting. Kanina nagmintis ang Alaska Aces. Now LA has to make both to get Ginebra into a tie.
Tenorio rattles home the first. And Coach Luigi Trillo looking to freeze Luis Alfred Tenorio, calling this timeout in between the 2 free throws.
Some old school coaching. You know, dati mga style talaga. You freeze the opponent, but you know what? Para sa Alaska Aces, that would mean one last timeout pagkatapos ito.
LA Tenorio, an 80% shooter from that line, will be tested after this timeout by Coach Luigi Trillo.
Like it going here, this way, or this way? Better here, right? Okay, single eye, JV, Sunny, Wendell's down. Okay, Sai on this side. Galvin's here, huh? Single eye. If we go and they trap JV, you got Sai. Wendell, you seal. Sai can find Wendell or you can drive through. Okay, anything happens, Galvin, I want when shots come in, I want you to come in and go get the rebound. Okay, so JV, go ahead and be aggressive. Okay, it's yours to take. It's yours to take. If you're not sure, get another one in. Sai, you gotta time it. If he wants another one and you're here, give him space again. Once he starts, then you can come up. Boom. Okay.
This is not actually the first time that Coach Luigi did this. In the first quarter, the same thing happened. LA was actually on the free throw line, and he actually called a timeout in between LA's free throws. And that was the time na nagmintis rin si LA.
So let's see what happens here. During the timeout, si LA is stretching. Pinapakita yung kanyang form. Yan ang narinig natin. Pagbalik ng Alaska sa opensa, si JV ang didiskarte. And it is successful para sa Alaska. Na-freeze nga etong si LA Tenorio. Now Ginebra will have or is looking for the stop. Alaska up by 1. Casio has it slapped away by Lowhorn. 9-second differential between the quarter clock and the shot clock and the game clock at that. Casio in the lane. He's in trouble. Baguio do sa kanto. Tenorio on him. Baguio has 4 to work with. Baguio inching closer. Gets it over to McInnes for the 2 points.
Cyrus Baguio using patience, and more patience until nakita niya na meron siyang kakampi na linalibre. Willie Wilson off there helping. That leaves McInnes with that easy layup.
So it's 102-99. Barangay Ginebra is down by 3 points. Sakto 11 segundo natitira sa ating game clock. Coach Luigi loving the action, loving the execution.
Cut! Okay, dito. Okay? Dito, isa. Okay. Again. Tayo muna kita paglabas, ha? B! Go! Yan! Screen tayo! Pagka na-open, Mark! Pag na-open, bigay natin. Pagka wala, open dito. Time out. Time out. Now, listen up. Okay? So, gawin natin, guys. Pag naipasa rito, pick and roll. Okay? Go! Slide! Atake tayo rito. Sa 3 points tayo kay B sa Kaskeno. Diba? Sa tayo rito. We might switch everything.
Mapping out a pick and roll kick out to the 3-point shooters.
Yeah, that's because they don't have a timeout anymore, so they have to, kumbaga, they have to put their bet right now dito sa situation na to, dito sa play na to.
11 seconds remaining. Maglalabas si Mark Kagiwa kasama si Lowhorn, Tenorio, Baracael, and Wilson. Binabantayan ni McKinnis, Thos, Baguio, Casio, and Abueva. Kagiwa kumuha muna ng delay of game itong Alaska. Makita ko ano yung kilos ng Ginebra. Here we go once again. Kagiwa looking for the open man. They get it over to Wilson. Back to Kagiwa. Barangay Ginebra is down by 3. Baracael rises up. No! Rebound Lowhorn tapped away by Thos. 3.5 remaining on the clock.
And to review this, if you're Barangay Ginebra, you gotta call your players, try to draw up a play real quickly. And exactly what Coach Atos doing.
3.5 seconds remaining. Barangay Ginebra needs a deep shot here, so Barangay Ginebra will keep possession.
Here you put Don on the floor. So if you're Barangay Ginebra, you gotta look at the personnel. You'd be